to the Conversations between Associate Artistic Director, a highlight of the inaugural S.E.T Festival in 2021, and it's presented by Odyssey Dance. Let me introduce myself. This is Linnea here, and I'm the Associate Artistic Director from ODT. And today we will have Mr. Raffaele Irace, who is based in Germany, here with us today. So perhaps for a start, maybe introduce yourself and maybe share with us a little more about your artistic background and development.
Sure. So first of all, good morning from Germany. My name is Raffaele Irace, as you correctly pronounced, and I am the program director of the Gallus Theatre in Frankfurt, Germany. And I am also the artistic director of the Solo Coreografico Solo Dance Festival, which is based in Torino, Italy, Frankfurt, Germany, and in Oklahoma City, starting this year, hopefully, too, with the support of the Oklahoma International Dance Festival, together with Austin Hartel. And in Torino is supported by Lavanderia Vapore, which is the dance center for the region of Piedmont in Italy. And I am also choreographer and ballet master.
Perhaps would you like to share with us a little more about how is your choreographic style like, and your experience in terms of the choreography over the years?
Sure. I have always been very curious about movement. Choreography for me was at the very beginning mostly the research of how I could move differently other than the usual dance classes I had, meaning ballet and contemporary dance. So as a kid, I was always trying different moves or dance sequences just to try and see what I could do with my body differently. So it was merely movement research. And then slowly I acknowledged that through movement research and combining regular movements of ballet or contemporary dance with my own movement, I could start expressing feelings or situations or relationship between not only my body but between more than one body, so into a duet or into a group dance. But this has been a very long process, which has been nurtured by many different great masters, many different choreographers I have worked with as a dancer. And so I was able to enrich step by step through the years my vocabulary and to transform it year by year. Every year I could notice that my way of moving would change through the dancing, because I was for many years a dancer, and this constant change brought me to what is my movement vocabulary today. Today I can say that I don't want to limit the body in any way, meaning that I am a type of choreographer who does not improvise live on stage. I am a choreographer that like to set up a choreography, but at the same time, in the process of creation, I really let any input in. Like, I don't stick to a plan, meaning that the choreography comes to life like life itself. You know, you have an idea of what the future will bring to you in life, but then you don't know if this is going to happen exactly the way you thought about. So, and I don't force it to become as I thought it would. So the choreography develops in a way that, how can I say, it's like myself unfolding into movement. It's always very personal. Choreography is not something which is abstract to me. It's me trying to say something to myself or to the world around me. And according to the period of my life or my intention, this changes. So For example, lately I am very interested in telling stories. I'd like to tell new stories through ballet and contemporary dance mixed together. So if we want to think about what is my dance vocabulary, what is my language, I could say that it is a mix of ballet, contemporary dance, and personal movement research. So this could be the sum up. All this, of course, is influenced strongly by many, many, many masters, as I said, that I met through the years. There are many, many great choreographers that contributed to who I am today. So I can say some name. I remember Robert North, Mats Ek, William Forsythe, Jacopo Godani, one of still very active choreographer with whom I collaborate still today. There are many people who really add to my curricula as a choreographer. Caroline Carlson, Renato Zanella, many. Marco Goeke, one of the leading German choreographer nowadays still. There are really many different influences, and I tried through the years to combine them with my own language and to digest them and to process them in a way that would all the information I would get in would then be developed into something else. I must say that lately the strongest influence has been working with Jacopo Godani very close. I was for 3 years as company assistant. We're still working together on some projects, different artistic projects, and I have been very much influenced by his style and mostly about the way how to see movement. It's not about copying somebody else's movement, but to understand what are the principles behind it. And the principle of freedom and research, it's very important. And so this principle, which is very strong, for example, in the work I do also with him today, it's definitely very influent on my way of moving and choreographing. And I say this very clear because I think it is very important as a choreographer to acknowledge the influences that you have in your work, meaning that I don't see the choreographer as the artist, like the one who has only himself the knowledge. I think that the choreographer is somebody, an artist, who is willing to share his knowledge, her knowledge, with the other choreographers, and everyone can influence each other in a positive way. So, and everyone is influenced by somebody else because we, as I said, we took class as a child, we danced a lot as a dancer, we took in so many informations, and it is important still for me today. I am a program director, I am a choreographer, I am artistic director from a festival, but still today I like to learn. I like to learn from the people that I see that have greater knowledge. It's something that I will always do. I could today just do my work and be on my own and do my own thing, and it would be okay. But I think that sharing and continuing to grow is a key to continue working, to keep being interesting, to be interested, and to be also motivated. Because it's like if you talk just to yourself, you get bored. You need to talk to somebody like you now to have some motivation, to be enthusiastic about things. So, and the same way I see the choreography, it's a long-term process. It's a life process, and then you need to discuss and to learn and to do. Yeah, this is the way I work. Yeah, I hope I was clear enough.
So it sounds like you're actually very excited by the possibility and the ideas that the choreographers that you work with help to shape your choreography.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because they have been every choreographer I worked with, they were very, very different and diverse in the way they would approach movement and the philosophy behind their movements. And so this was very good with my personality. I'm a person which is very open to new things. I like new ideas. I like to experiment new things, new format. And so for me, it was a very big gift to me. I say that I am a very good student. I like to learn very much. Yes.
And I just want to hear your view, because dance is non-verbal, and the movement of the expression is usually through movement. So I'm just wondering, how do you relate to your audience in terms of conveying? How do you convey your choreographic ideas across with dance being a non-verbal art form?
I think that, at least for me, dance is a complex, I don't know, gestures. You know, when you do gestures with your hands or with your head, when you say yes with your head or no, or you point something in space. So these are simple gestures. So for me, that these gestures they say something very clear. If I say, okay, this way, you understand this is this way. Or if I say yes, you understand, even if I don't speak. So for me, dance is a very complex gesture, meaning that even if you don't understand exactly what that means, through the postures of your body, through the speed of your body, and through the power of your body, like meaning what intensity of movement you bring on stage in front of the audience, they will perceive, they will understand in an intuitive way what I want to say, meaning that I will transfer feelings of thoughts. It's somebody say thoughts in movement, thoughts in movement, like moving thoughts. And these are not very clear thoughts, like they're not clear as we speak, but they communicate with a part of the human being which does not need verbal communication. It's like when you hug somebody, you don't speak, but you understand a lot. Who the person, how the person is hugging you, why the person is hugging you, and how do you feel? It's totally different. So the body is a vehicle of communication, which is, in my opinion, way more stronger than writing or speaking. It's because it's like music. You can cry if you listen to a piece of music, or you can feel joy if you hear music, but it's non-verbal. So it's the same way I think that dance can impact the audience. So this is a bit the way I see how I came across. What tools? Because of course I have tools. No, I rely on the choreography, of course, but also on costumes, on light design. Like a good dramaturgy, like a good regie, like directing the piece. The dancers, they are key to transmit the message, because they have to be a very good dancer. They have to be very well prepared in ballet, and very good contemporary dancer as well. And also actors, performers, like they need to bring this all across, because ultimately is the dancer who is on stage in front of the audience, and she will have to transmit that message. So yeah, that's the way. And then there is one thing which I think it's from my way of putting a piece on stage to choreograph for the stage is that at the end of it, I try to, I aim for harmony, meaning that all the elements dance, like the choreography, the dancer, the costumes, the light design, the set design eventually. Everything has to be harmonic with each other. So there must be like a harmony, because harmony is something which everyone can perceive. It's like beauty, you know, it's beauty. You can perceive beauty like you can perceive ugliness. So harmony is a way of translating for everyone. Like if I look at your piece, if it's in a harmony in it, I will recognize it. If it's disharmonic, I will also feel it. So harmony is meant in a way of balance. If all the elements on stage are balanced, for sure there will be an outcome for the public. For sure the public will take something with them. Of course, as you know, sometimes also when we watch a show, we don't always exactly get what the choreographer was thinking about, but the idea of it, or a part of that idea, we do understand. So this is a bit the way I work on stage to transfer the choreography, the message, so to say. Yeah.
So it seems like you like to see the different elements of a production coming together in a cohesive manner, to bring about harmony to the audience.
Yeah.
Actually, I would also be curious to know that with your recent appointment as the Associate Artistic Director of Odyssey Dance Theatre, wonder if what is your plans to further the artistic development at ODT?
I mean, this is a very difficult time, as you know, because we cannot travel. All the communication are very, very, very slow. Everything slowed down, and also our minds somehow they are a bit numb because of this situation. But nevertheless, of course, I've been thinking. At first, I was very honored to be appointed associate artistic director from Dr. Denitani. I think it's very generous from an artist of a long experience like him to share his platform with colleagues across the world in Europe. So I'm very thankful for that. And I hope that with the time we will build together with Denitan a way of working, and this interview is one step of those to try to enrich each other. Like you will enrich my work as associate artistic director, and I'm hoping that I will do the same with you. In which way I will do it, we will see by time. But basically, I think everything goes through training, discussing a lot, and choreography. These all will be done for sure through first the online platform, and as long as we cannot travel to each other. But I think this will be probably a way to prepare the ground for when we will be ready for you to come to Europe and for me to come to Singapore. What I hope to bring to Singapore, specifically to ODT International and the company, is the way my way of working, which is a very open way of working, in which I'd like one thing which makes me very curious is how the bodies of the dancers, which are used to a certain type of dance and dance quality, will react to my personal dance quality. And I would be also curious about the contrary, how your work will influence my work. What I will learn, because I'm sure I will learn a lot from your style. You know? So I'm actually, what I look for is to try to bring a little bit your dancer into my world. Yeah, this is the way, the wish I have to not to take away you from your world and to bring you into my world, but to show you my world. Yeah, that's the thing that I'd like to do. I'd like also to listen from you, actually, how is to be involved in this process of exchange. Like, how do you how do you see this exchange happening? How do you see that? What would you like to share in this exchange?
I think the exchange and collaboration, I think, is always interesting and enriching to learn from the different movement vocabulary of different choreographers to help expand my ideas towards choreography as well as to expand my body, the movement vocabulary. Yeah, I think for me, in terms of, I think it's important for dancers or choreographers to have stimulus towards their creativity. It could be, for example, learning from different choreographers, working with different choreographers, or even watching dance performance or art performance. Because when you are involved in watching dance performance or art exhibition, etc., you put yourself in the shoes of the audience, and that also helps you when you are taking on the role as a choreographer. Yeah, I think all these different aspects and stimulus helps to expand and enrich our choreographic style, yeah, and presentation. Mm. And I look
Okay.
forward to having you in Singapore soon and seeing your works. Yeah.
I hope to. I really hope to. I really hope to.
We have come to the end of the conversations among Associate Artistic Director, the inaugural S.E.T Festival for 2021. And I really thank Mr. Raffaele for his time with us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to you. Thank you to Dr. Denitan, and thank you to Odyssey International. Thank you so much.